Welcome back to Sabrina's Workshop. Today I'm going to be doing a build inspired by the trailer for Jedi Survivor, which comes out in just a couple of months. My supplies are foam and corrugated paper to start building the frame of the room. This is going to be an abandoned laboratory set somewhere and sometime in the Star Wars universe. I set down my floor and hot glue it into the base and then hot glue the walls on top. I also cut out a hole where the stasis tank is going to be so that I can add some lighting features later. I also make a little platform that will go underneath. The tank itself is going to be made out of a squirt bottle that I got in the kitchen section of the Dollar Tree. Here I'm using strips of EVA foam, hot glued around the top and the bottom, and then I use straws and wires to add details. This plastic packaging worked great for adding wall panels and doors. I scuffed it up so that it would take the paint better, and then added EVA foam for details. I also used foam to add panels on the side for little consoles and added diamonds from diamond painting for rivets. As you probably know, silver nail polish is my weathering material of choice, and that's what I used here. I made my own rust custard with some baking soda and paint. It's not quite Bill making stuff levels, but it's rusty enough for this. After trying and failing to draw little imperial symbols, I finally just printed out a whole bunch and colored them red, and then used them as decals on the door and on some other places. And after that, all the consoles got glued into place with hot glue. These translucent green bendy straws worked great for adding tubes. I have a pile of wires and hair bands and discarded USB cables, and I use those a lot for any sort of wire detailing or anything like that. Plus, they're pretty easy because you can just super glue them on, and they take the glue really well. And some more weathering with rub and buff on the pipes. Now it's time for my figures. I have Barbie, and I proceeded to cut her in half and combine her with another Barbie. It's at this point in my life that I've realized that I've grown up to be Sid from Toy Story, but it's okay, because it's all for the sake of art. And now she has the leg pose that I want and the arm pose that I want. I also cut off her left arm and repositioned it with super glue. And after that, she got a nice coat of deathly white paint with the airbrush. She then gets a black little suit painted on and some shadows on the face. Her mask is made out of EVA foam and wires from inside a discarded USB cable. Next up is the Explorer in this scene, and that is a Wonder Woman figure that I painted. I made her a coat out of epoxy sculpt, and it's not my greatest paint job of all time, but it'll do. For my lighting effects, I have LEDs with a 9-volt battery and a switch. After some panic Google searching, I remembered how to connect all of these, so I soldered all the connections together and tested my circuit. These were attached to the platform that will go up underneath the hole where the stasis tank will sit. I drilled out a spot on the side for the switch and made a cover for it out of EVA foam. And it's all looking great. It's just about time to mount my figure in there and pour in the resin. Oh, but wait, what is that? Oh, I think I have to complete some training first.
Learning to fail can be very important. Today we will be failing at pouring resin. Let's follow along with our student today as she demonstrates. Step 1. Retrieve your 2-part resin mixture of indeterminate age from the back of your closet. Step 2. Mix the 2 parts together equally. Be sure to whip in lots of bubbles, as if you're baking a cursed cake. Step 3. Make a terrible mess. Step 4. Stir and stir some more. Step 5. This is the fun part. Pour it over the model you have spent countless hours building and watch as it fails to cover the top. Step 6. Try to pop the bubbles with an open flame. Don't set your workshop alight, you firebug. Step 7. Set your model down into some hot water to pop the remaining bubbles and watch in horror as your resin overheats and cures before you can make more. Step 8. Cry. Step 9. Throw it all in the trash and rethink your life. Congratulations! You have now graduated from your first, but not last, resin failure. Stay tuned next week for our special class, Scalding Hot Plastic, and you.
Now that I've completed that necessary training and realized that I don't want to use resin anymore, I rebuilt my tank and rebuilt my figure and decided for an alternative solution, which is plain old hand soap. It's transparent, it will reflect the light well, and it will not be a catastrophic failure if I pour it in wrong. At first I tried tinting it green, but the alcohol ink didn't really mix well with the hand soap, so I just went with the plain hand soap and I really like how it turned out. It may not have that crystal clear finished look of translucent resin, but this method involved a whole lot less tears. The Explorer character got glued into the diorama, and then it was ready for the glamour shots. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you like this build, make sure that you give it a like, and please subscribe for more builds like this. I'll have some more Star Wars themed models coming very soon.